Good evening, everybody. It's nighttime here in Abu Dhabi. So anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Module 3 and your next upcoming assignment. So let's have a look. First of all, I'll just highlight the dates here. So right now we just have Module 2 coming up, July 25th. It's the 23rd now. So we've got a discussion forum, the mini analysis, which is really to help you think about, well, what were some of my past creative experiences, and the proposal. So I talked about those in my previous video. Just in case you haven't noticed, these are color-coded. So the first inviting creativity discussion, which is not graded, really is just for you to get a few ideas from your peers about the cultivating creativity assignment, which is coming up in several weeks, about 3 weeks from now. So I'm going to do another video about that over the weekend, so you have a bit more idea. So right now, more pressing is the investigating your own thing discussion, which will prepare you for your PD presentation to colleagues, which is not due for quite some time. So we have a little bit of time here, but this one will be due after the long weekend, which is next weekend. So it gives you a bit of time. We have a little bit of breathing space after this flurry of activity here, which is good. So let's just have a look here then. So this is Module 3. So as I said, there's the inviting creativity discussion. I won't say too much about that. It's not graded, but it will be very helpful to you. So here, if you think about the discussion then, thinking ahead to the Module 5. So it says here, you'll be submitting an assignment in which you will investigate a creativity-related topic of interest and prepare a PD presentation that you could make to colleagues. So I always encourage students to really think, how can you make this really worthwhile? I know a lot of you probably already participate in PD sessions or have an opportunity to offer PD sessions at lunchtime or during PD days at your school. So think about that and think about what something realistic that you would actually want to prepare for your colleagues. Now, if you look down here, I won't open this up, but you can read it yourselves. It does suggest a range of topics that you could do. So you can look at those and get some ideas. But really, you've already done some work. You've created your own model. And now you are thinking about your own major analysis of a creative experience. So you've investigated your own creativity to a degree, and you're working through your actual major creative experience. From all of that, try to grab some essence of what you think makes you creative, or what do you think is important about creativity at your school or your context. I think if you really tie that into something from your own school or your own teaching context, we have a few students who aren't actually in a classroom, you'll find this much more relevant and useful for you. And then I get to read a much more exciting assignment. So this proposal, you can identify what you want to do or investigate, tell us why you're doing it. You could even have a collaborator or a partner if you want. Not at all necessary. What are you going to do? And what kind of product? Like, you actually have to produce a presentation. So in the final assignment, which I'll talk a bit more about later, you can think about, what will you actually do for your colleagues? So try to keep it, imagine this final product, try to keep that final product to something that you could deliver in 30 to 40 minutes, Ideally, it's something that your peers could look at and understand without you being there. So that's a bit of a guideline if you're thinking, what should you actually do? Imagine that you won't be there to physically present this. So what could you put together? You could have voiceover and so forth, but that's not necessary. Anyways, so you can share what you're going to do in the post. Of course, you're not sharing your final product, you're just getting some feedback on that final product. All right, I guess that's it for now. Thank you so much.